Hello, we're back for another Q&A session. This is session number 3, session number 4. I think it's 4, right? Yep, and then before I start, I would like to say we have reached about 900 plus subscribers. Woo! It's quite a big achievement. So, thanks for all your support, and then hopefully when I make my session 5 or 4, probably 5 I think, I hope we get to 1000 subscriber, right? Yep, so there's like tons of questions for this session, so let's get started, man. Right, so let's start off with the first question. So someone asked, when you get a new card, do you max it immediately? Well, then I'll ask that question back at you. When you draw a golem, do you max it immediately? Probably not. I mean, like, when you draw something good, then you consider like leveling it up. And even if it's a good card and it doesn't like fit into your current deck, I don't think you will actually like use it for like immediate purpose also. Yeah, so it really depends on what card. Yeah, so if you're running a mono dark and you draw something like Gemini, or also known as Pollux, so you can actually replace that with your great schema of dark if you're actually using that in your current team. Yeah, so that's an example lah. Right, so next question. Right, so what cards do you use Harpy on? So Harpy, right, is usually used on cards that have very special active skills that are not found in like normal monsters. So if you are currently like running on Baphomet, which is actually a core card for mono dark, you can actually use dark gnomes to like you feed your dark gnomes to your Baphomet, so to like raise the skill level, because both of their active skills are hard to dark runes. So if you do not know by now, cards of the same active skill can actually level up that card. Yeah, so when you feed dark gnomes to your Baphomet, there is actually a chance of skill level up. So it's not 100%, but at least you have tons of dark gnomes, so just keep feeding them. So as for Harpy, right, it's usually used on dual converters like a Scorpio and what's that guy? Minamoto, right? Or if you're running like a dragon team, you'll probably use it on like a Dark Golem or what's that? Ursula, because these are very important cards that need to bring their CD as low as possible so that you don't risk dying or something. Right, so why do I say Scorpio and Minamoto instead of the other 3 converters, which are like dual converters also? Because the other 3 dual converters are actually the 3 ducks, right? The 3 ducks, and their stats isn't that fantastic because they are a beast race, and then yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth the harpies on them. Yeah, so Scorpio being a god race naturally will be better than beast, and then Minamoto, which is a Finn type, will definitely stand out compared to beast also, right? So yeah, these are like the main cards that I use my Harpy on. I use about 4 to 5 Harpy on my Ursula for my dragon team, and then my Scorpio I fed about 5 Harpies also, just to get it to like maximum skill level, right? So it's quite useful because you kind of use these decks throughout the whole game. So yep, these are a few cards that you need to take note, right? Next question then. When do you use Dagger Wielder or Prime Soulstone? Okay, as you know, Dagger Wielder is like a kind of a new card in TOS that actually, when fed to the maximum level, it gives out more experience compared to a Prime Soulstone, so that is really a lot, right? So for me, I'll use it on like really important cards like Zeus. Like, you know, Zeus being a Soul Master card and then like being a god card, and it can like change elements to fit the respective like Greek gods. So it's quite a useful card to max. So I can't remember if you have like, I think it's 7 million EXP to max, so that is a lot of EXP. I'm not gonna like feed it Great Soulstone all the time. It's gonna take like forever. So that's where Dagger Wielder comes in. So I think if you feed like 4 Dagger Wielders and 1 Mad Head, so it guarantees a perfect. So that actually is like rockets the level pretty high lah. You probably reach about 80 and 90. So just feed a few Ice Spirits or Heavy Metal Knight, and then you got your max level Zeus, right? As for Prime Soulstone, because of the Dagger Wielder's appearance and then the recent Jade Rabbit thingy, which is like the dark version of the Dagger Wielder, it's not really like worth the Mad Head to like combine with like 4 Prime Soulstones and then 1 Mad Head, because the EXP is like way little. Like, so usually what I do is I'll wait for 200, like increased chance of a brilliant or perfect, so I'll just like feed 5 Prime Soulstones straight to my card and pray for a brilliant or perfect. If not, forget it. I have like tons of Prime Soulstones from daily missions, and they're just like taking up all the spaces in my inventory. Yep, so that's how I use my Dagger Wielder and Prime Soulstone. Yep. So right, next question. A video on how to use Grid Team effectively without luck. For me, I'm not really a Grid user, so I don't really know if I'm actually using my Grid Team to the maximum, like to their maximum potential, because to me, I think Grid and luck, these two things like come together, because I don't see how you play like Grid without luck, because the runes falls everywhere. But then I have a friend that kind of told me about how to use Grid Team last time. What he say is actually like trying to dissolve your whatever element that you're using, right? If you're using Fire Grid, so you try to dissolve your fire runes in a line, in the L shape or in the T shape, so without touching much of the other runes, so when your 3 rune to 1 enchant comes in, right, so it actually falls in the same shape, so it doesn't like fall everywhere and then your combo just stops, right? So because Grid, you actually need combo for damage. Yep, so that is one point to note, because this kind of thing doesn't really apply anymore because of the recent PR Yen and PR C for light and dark Grid. Yeah, so when you activate that, your runes just falls like, I have no idea. So it's a kind of different playstyle when like Zeus and this PR C, Yen and C come in. So yep, but you can try the method that my friend suggested to me, and then you see how it goes, right? Okay, next question. Do you think Mad Head designed the game to give you crap cards as long as you play more? So if people play less, Mad Head gives them a good card to make them play more often. Do you think all accounts here have a fair chance to get good cards? Right, so in my opinion, I don't think Mad Head actually knows whether you'll be playing the game for long, right? They won't know who is gonna stay and who's gonna leave. So in fact, all your initial draws are like really luck based lah. So, and the second reason is like, even if you are playing a game, you start a game and then you do an initial draw, and then you got like Fox Queen or something, you got like your Norse god, you got Loki, you got like something good. So the person that started TOS probably won't know it's a good card, right? So it's like, oh, I'm gonna throw it away anyway. So yeah, so in fact, I think everybody have a fair chance of drawing good cards. It's just a matter of when. Yeah, as for me, I only get good cards 3 to 4 months into the game. So right, I started off with pretty crap cards and then I just held on, you know. So don't lose hope when you get like golems, because they just got a new fusion thingy like this patch. Yeah, so haven't really tried it out, so I have no comments. Right, so next question. Which finger do you use to spin runes? Like finger or thumb? Which one do you think is better? Some of you might not know, but I use like my pinky to play. No? You don't believe me? Well, I'm just kidding. If I'm playing like seriously, I'll probably use like my index finger, because that's like the most comfortable position to play. Like if I'm like walking to like taking bus on the way to work or so, like doing daily mission, I'll probably like just hold it casually and use my thumb, because like nothing much for daily mission. But then if you're playing like Soul Master or some super hard extra, just try to make yourself as comfortable as possible. For me, I'll use my index finger. So actually, everyone have their comfortable finger to use. Yeah. So for me, it's my index finger lah. Right. So next question. Any hopes on getting Tati? Nope. I kind of like gave up on drawing Fox Queen. Reason because I already have Loki, which is at max level, max skill level. So all I need to do is like to ally max level, max skill level Fox Queen, and then I'm done. And then I kind of like regretted spending so much on Chinese God draw, because I realized that to get Tati for me is kind of like showing off, like, you see I got Fox Queen, you know, that kind of thing. So, and people don't actually use like double Fox Queen to play, so I don't see a point of me having Fox Queen because I have like a lot of Fox Queen ally, right? So nope, Tati, forget about it. I'm not gonna like try to draw for that card anymore. Right, so next question. Do you believe in 200% increase events? Because I haven't gotten any card from it, even though I put 11 in a row. Ouch. That's 55 diamonds, my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, but then actually 200% increase events, it really depends on what card is offering for in this 200% increase, because I believe like 200% increase is actually based on the actual card's draw rate, because like let's just take like Chinese God for an example. Like I'm very sure that like this Fox Queen, right, have a lower draw rate compared to the other Chinese God. So if you have 200% increase in this Fox Queen, right, it's actually very minimal also. So no matter how you draw, right, with this 200% increase, it's not gonna really help a lot. Like let's say if the draw rate of Fox Queen is like 0.01, and then it's 200% increase, what's the odds of getting it? It's like you probably run into more schemas and golems than this Fox Queen. Yeah, so it really depends, because I actually believe in 200% increase because that's where I get my Loki. So yep, it really, and it's also based on luck. So my friend got like his Fire Enchantress with one draw. That was like a increase in like five elements, and then the fire card was Fire Enchantress, and he got it in one turn, one draw, I mean. So yep, it really based on luck. And then I'm sorry to hear about your 55 diamond loss. I hope you like get it back soon. Right, so next question. Any free recording software for iPhone, preferably iOS 6 and not 7? For this guy, you can go and check my recent video. I've made a video tutorial on how to use AirPlayer and Bandicam, and it's applicable for any iOS versions. Not sure about 8, so for 6 and 7 is usable, so go check it out. Right, so next question. Have you ever seen any Tower of Savior toys or books? I haven't seen them personally, because like I know like in Hong Kong when they have their events and stuff, they sell like plushies and t-shirts. Kind of want them lah. So if any of you guys wants know where to get this stuff, like please like share it in the comments below or something. I'm sure like everyone here wants to know where to get like a Fox Queen plushie or like a slime plushie. For me personally, I would like to have like a personal platinum card of Fox Queen so I can like paste it on my wall or something. Right, so next question. Do you have Wukong? No, I don't have Wukong. Like the only Chinese god I'm missing now is Fox Queen and Wukong, and then they usually like come out together, and then I have like 3 out of 5 cards, so I don't bother drawing. Yeah, so kind of like sad I don't have Wukong also, but then it's okay. I have like Mark II to like live with for now. Okay, next question. How is it possible that when you use PR Sean, you can have unlimited movement? Alright, I kind of like seen this question like a lot of times in my comments when I use like Santa Claus theme. Okay, right, so basically when you use Santa Claus as your leader, and then Sean, or in fact any power release starter, when you use your starters active, you will have unlimited movement as long as you place Santa Claus as your leader. Ally doesn't give you this this hidden skill, so yep, leader only. And then some of you want to know like other passive or other hidden skills. I'll make it in a separate video so that they don't have to come searching for this Q&A and then drag to whatever minute to like listen to this hidden and passive skills. Yep, so I'll just make it on another video, so wait for it. Yep. Right, next question. Hi SG Pandora, can I ask if I would be able to use iTunes card to pay for diamonds? If so, where can I purchase them in Singapore? Haven't actually used this iTunes card before, but then I think you're able to like buy diamonds with it, but then I have no idea how to use it, so you gotta go find that out yourself. As for where, I recently went into like a new box or some registered Apple store lah, and then I kind of saw like this iTunes card there, so you can go check it out. I was at Plaza Singapura when I saw it, so not sure about other stores, so you can go check it out. Right, so next question. Do you use TOS built-in recording system? Not anymore, but I used it last time. You can check like my old videos, especially like the Big Bang series. I kind of use this in-game recording system because I was on the way to my army, and then I'm like recording on the train, that kind of thing. So to give you guys the early info as soon as possible. Yup, so I don't really use it because sometimes like the app crashes and then my video gets missing like somewhere and it doesn't get uploaded on YouTube, so I have no idea where it goes. Yeah, so I'll try to use like my normal air player / Bandicam method. Yup, so next question. Now that there are so many OP cards, do you think that TOS will be harder in terms of level? In my opinion, I don't think they're gonna like raise the level of the current stages. Like some of you are afraid that they will increase the difficulty of the Solar Series or the old Soul Masters. In fact, I think I'm gonna like leave Madhead are gonna like leave these stages on their own, because like in the recent 7.2 update, there's actually this image of power release Saruman. So I'm not sure if they are gonna make like a event to get this power release material for Saruman and then power release it. So I think they're gonna like make a comeback for the old Soul Masters to like in a power release form. So probably wait for it. And I heard that Power Release Saruman is like 8 stars, so that would be like a new level of cards coming up. So yep, I'm quite can't wait for it lah. So actually, if that actually happens, right, it actually changes the whole TOS playstyle. So yep, actually looking forward to it. Right, so next question. I know that it is confidential, but I have a question. Are you allowed to choose whether you have physical or office work? I'm assuming this is like regarding my army, right? So basically, I'm doing office work because they kind of detected I have like a heart condition. So they kind of like place me into like office work and not like physical work because they might afraid I have something happen to me lah. So yep, you don't have a choice, so you get posted to wherever you get posted to. No excuse, right? So I'm not gonna further elaborate on that. So I'm just gonna go to the next question. Right. So what do I have here? Do you have a chart showing which cards are the most common to which cards are the rarest? Is 大鸡 really that hard to get? Actually, right, your question kind of reminded that in my TOS forum, there is like we actually have this like discussion. Someone actually like post this chart showing like all the different draw rates of the cards, diamond seal cards. It's quite outdated because it's quite long ago. The post is quite long ago and it's not including like new cards. So I'll show it to you in a moment.
Right, I'm back on my computer. So this is the draw rate chart that I'm talking about just now. This is quite outdated because they haven't been putting in the new cards. So, but this is a rough gauge of the cards that people draw. So, as you can see, the first column is the most commonly drawn cards, which are everybody's most hated cards when they pop out on Diamond Seal. So, schemas, was this Defense Dragon, which is removed from Diamond Seal already, if I'm not wrong. Golems, what do you know? Your favorite cards? Ethereal Dragons, and then come Morai Sisters at 1.82%, Scoot, and the rest 1.8. Right, and then there's the Fairy X series, and then the Soulstone Ducks and Dogs, which is like my most hated cards because they keep appearing in my Diamond Seal, and I have one of each already. So even at a 1% rate, it keeps coming out. So I don't know, man. And then next comes the Zodiac cards and some of the Bloodfiend series. Dragon Spiriters at 0.64, Zodiac Part 2. And then if you guys are wondering where in the world is Fox Queen, look at the extreme right column. And Enchantress are at 0.35, Norse Gods 0.31. No? Have you seen Fox Queen? No? Loki is at 0.21. So you can see Ao Guang is 0.11. Chinese God series is here. Nerza is 0.11. Wukong 0.1. Demon Bull 0.08. And then the last card on the chart is this Fox Queen 0.05. So now you know how difficult it is to draw. So even with 20 diamonds, I don't think it's enough to trigger this Fox Queen to come out. Even with 200% increase. is like not even... It's even lower than Golem, if I'm not wrong. You guys do the max. My max sucks like shit. Yeah, so... Yep, I hope this doesn't discourage you from throwing Fox Queen. Yeah, I'm just showing you like the estimated draw rate of Fox Queen. So 0.05. So those out there trying to draw Fox, all the best to you guys.
Right, and I hope this small little chart doesn't like break your... doesn't discourage you from getting Fox Queen. Actually, yeah, it's really very lucky for those people to get Fox Queen, because look at the draw rate, man. Even with like 200% increase, it's like I don't see how people can really like draw it unless you have like 200 diamonds to spend, or maybe even more. My guild leader used about 500 diamonds around there, so to get one Fox Queen with 200% increase event. So yep, to those getting Fox Queen, all the best to use. To you, I give up on Fox Queen already. Right, so next question. Do you think the addition of the new SM TSLJ, I think it's the Earth guy, right, that turns everything into Earth, makes Earth Grid team more viable? Like to hear your thoughts. Actually, in my opinion, I think TOS, they will have this like element racism thing, because everybody been saying that, oh, Dark Mono is the best, Dark Mono have no weakness and it's like strong against light, and then it hits hard on the other three elements as well, including its own element. So actually that is quite true, because in terms of stats wise, Dark actually have the highest attack, but then it's lacking HP. But then what is HP when you can burst through everything, right? But then that's not the case now, because Madhead has been coming up with a lot of stuff to prevent us from bursting through. Yep, and then with this Earth guy, right, it does make Earth Grid team more powerful compared to last time. But then to think about it, right, compared to the other two elements, let's just leave dark and light aside first. Let's just compare this Earth Grid team with fire and water. Right, like you think about it, water have a similar card that turns everything into water. And on the other hand, you have like Earth Enchantress, which increases like your combo multiplier. And then there is Cassandra in Water Mono. And obviously with Cassandra's active is actually more powerful compared to Earth Enchantress, but then it comes with a higher risk as well lah. Yeah, so it's actually not as powerful compared to water. So that's set to it's a set thing lah. And then compared to fire mono, which haven't get his full bot conversion card yet. I'm sure it's coming soon with a Soul Master stage as well. Looking at Hades, the water dude, and the earth dude, some Chinese name. Both all three are Soul Master, so you can expect like the light one and the fire one to be Soul Master as well. Yep, and then with that, it's like fire grid have media, which increase the drop rate of fire runes, and then which give you like a permanent 1.5 damage boost. So you know, like sometimes when they keep adding new cards, there will definitely be imbalance somewhere, and then for this case, I'm sad to say it's still Earth lah, because Light and Dark have PR Yen and PR C, which is super OP when you start activating them, right? So when you activate them, you don't really need like converters anymore, because runes drop like they are free. So yeah, sad to say that Earth Grid is kind of like on the losing end even with this card in my opinion. So you can like share your opinion in the comments below. I'm not sure about you guys, but then you can like debate about it, right? Right, so next question. Do you know how I can change VPN to Hong Kong to access Disney? Sad to say that after this 7.2 update, people say that fake GPS, the one that I use to access Disney, is not workable anymore because Madhead kind of looks at your IP address instead of your location. So, yep, fake GPS doesn't work anymore if that's the case. So I'm kind of lucky that I completed all the Disney before 7.2. Yeah, so for now there is no app that I have to access Disney. So when I do have like news whether I have this app to like get into Disney, I'll let you guys know. Right, so next question. Do you draw every time you have 5 diamonds? No, that is not recommendable because when you have 5 diamonds, you have 0. So sometimes you need like emergency like friend list expansion or inventory expansion, stamina refill. You don't have like diamonds. So if you are free to play, I don't suggest you to do that because you kind of need to make space for like, you need to consider to use diamonds very very carefully because you only get like 1 a day, that kind of thing. So as I mentioned in my previous Q&A session, you draw when you absolutely have to draw. So when it's like increased chance of getting like a certain card that you really really need for your deck, then you draw. Right, so that kind of like reduce the chance of you getting very very crap cards when you draw lah. So that is just a reduced chance. So when you get like schema or golem, don't come after me. Right, so next question. For TOS recording tutorial, can you find out how Android users can record? I kind of scroll through my Android phone, and then under Google Play you can go search for Screencast, which is screen SCREEN, cast CAST, and then there will be this app that you can download to record your games, but unfortunately you need to root your device. My device is not root, so I have no idea what is root because I use iPhone most of the time. So if you guys know what is root or something like that, I think if I'm not wrong, it's like the jailbreak version of the Android. So yeah, if your device is rooted, you can use this Screencast app to record your game. So yep. Next question. Artemis or Loki? For me, it will definitely be Loki because Norse god decks have like a higher kind of like can clear more battles, more different kind of battles compared to this dual Artemis team. And yep, you don't get me wrong, because dual Artemis have these users also, like the guild mission recently that went all the way up to 101 rounds. I can see people using dual Artemis to clear it, and then for that, Norse gods like Loki is a no-no because too little burst. So it's really like two different decks, so you can't really compare them. But to me, because I've been using Loki for so long, I'll stick to Loki, and partly because I don't have Artemis as well. But then even if I have both, I'll still like stick with Loki, right? So I come to my last question. Looking at my phone, it's about like 30 over minutes already. So this like to date the longest Q&A session. Right, so last question. Can you do a Morai sister power release video? I've actually done it already. Like Earth and Scoot power release video. So you can go check it out. I've actually power released Verdandi, but I do it like outside, so I didn't like record it, so I'm sorry. And then Idun and Valkyrie, I have not power released these two because I don't think it's necessary for me for now, so I have not touched it yet. So yep, for you, for the person that like asked me this question, you can go check out the two links. Hopefully it's helpful to you. Right, so this concludes the end of this Q&A session. It's super long. To date, it's really the longest Q&A session, right? So it's kind of a good thing, as I can see like more and more of these questions coming in. So do keep them coming in, and for those new subscribers, this Q&A session is for you guys to communicate with me. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. The link is ask.fm/sgpandora. Right, so till next time, I hope we get like 1,000 subscribers by then. Right, so I'm gonna make a video on hidden and passive skills of different decks in TOS soon, so look forward to it, and then till then, I'll see you again. Cheers.